Hey YouTube, I wanted to make another video on the 72-inch US General toolboxes. In my last video that I made, I wasn't very factual as far as, popping out a bunch of facts on these toolboxes, just my opinion on how they operate and how I've got them loaded down. But anyways, I want to come at you today with some more facts that I get off the Harbor Freight website and let you take a look at these boxes firsthand while I read off a few facts. I think I paid about $1,100 for these a piece for these boxes. I just got off Harbor Freight's website and they're on sale right now for $11.99.99. So you might have got yours for a little more, a little less. Not sure if there's different coupons out there that's cheaper. In fact, I think I did see one that was $1,099 with a coupon. But anyways, just wanted to let you know each one of these boxes holds 34,300 cubic inches of tool storage. I'm not sure how you would measure that out or whatever, but they're a pretty big box. You can fit a lot of stuff in one of these. I just had all my stuff crammed in one and I couldn't find it, so I was just like, might as well get two. And then when they come out with the tops, if they ever do, I'd love to have two tops for these. That would be awesome. But so far these toolboxes have served their purpose. They've went through two of my moves. We're not talking just like a 5-minute move. I moved like an hour and a half one time, and then about 30 minutes the other time. And I was able to put one on a 12-foot trailer, and it squatted the tire pretty well. And that was on a Big Tex trailer. I've hauled mulch and stuff like that on it, but I'll go ahead and tell you, when I rolled this bad boy up on there with all my tools in it, it squatted that one side of the trailer pretty well. But it handled the move really well. I didn't have any breakage, or I didn't have any drawers pop open or anything, and that's a lot of bouncing for an hour and a half ride in the back of a 12-foot trailer on these rough Georgia roads. And so anyways, it handled the move very well. I was very careful, didn't scratch it up or anything, so I was very happy about that. The casters, I don't know if you can see the casters. It's got two stationary casters on one end, on that end, and then on this other end it's got two swivel casters, and they have locks on them, and the locks work amazing. The casters work amazing. It rolls great. It really does. For a toolbox that weighs bare 528 pounds, it rolls really well. Now the toolbox can hold up to 4,602 pounds, which is, more than most cars, basically. You can fit that much tools in these things. I don't know that I would do that. Don't know that I would even try that. That is a lot of weight to put in a toolbox. But for as much weight that I have in them, they work great. They serve their purpose. But anyways, that's just how much they'll hold. The handles that's on the ends, I felt like they were a little wobbly. I tightened them up, but you can see there's a little play. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm wiggling it a little bit. And then side to side, there's a little bit of a play in the handle. But other than that, I think it'll be fine. If you're not trying to, if you're trying to just manhandle this thing and jerk it around with the handle, yeah, of course, it's probably going to flex and bend on one side. As far as breakage, I don't think you're going to break it. You'll bend that sheet metal where it's anchored into, or you'll bend the fasteners before you break that. But that was really my only complaint thus far, is just, I felt like the handle needed something a little better to anchor into. But I haven't had one break yet. I just noticed it wiggles a little bit. But other than that, not had any problems. Now these toolboxes are 18 drawer. There's 18 drawers in total. Let's see. They have spring latches. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the latches or not. I'll try to get some footage of how these latches operate. You can see that there's like a little notch right there, and that's for your finger. And you just pull it back. It's spring loaded, and what that does is when you pull back, it's got a little catch right there, and then when you let go, that little catch pops out. Well, that little catch right there is nothing more than just a hard piece of plastic, and who knows, 5 years down the road, that little spring wears out or breaks or something, you go to slam the drawer. I could see that piece of plastic breaking, because, it's just plastic. That's what it's going to do. It gets old, it gets brittle. So, that's, over the long term, I would say that that'll eventually break. But, even if it does, the drawers seem to close, good. I think they would probably, for the most part, stay in that closed position. Now, if you went to try to move it around and, go move it like I did, then I'm sure that those drawers would come open. But anyways, as far as the durability of the paint, like I said, I've moved these boxes twice, and I did put blankets over them and everything, because I didn't want them all scratched up. But the paint seemed to be pretty durable. It's actually a powder coat. If you guys ain't familiar with a powder coat, it's basically like an electrostatically applied paint. It's like a powder, and the electricity draws it to that metal, and it causes it to stick. And then they put it in an oven, and then they bake the finish on. So it's just a hot applied paint that's a lot more durable than just a regular paint. So I'm pretty happy with the finish. I do like the color. That's one reason why I painted this stripe in my garage. I matched it up to my toolboxes the best that I could. I mean, it's a little bit off, but it's pretty close. I took in some paint chips and tried to match it up the best that I could. But anyways, also, let's see. This toolbox, it weighs 528 pounds. It's the height of it is 42 inches and 19/32. And the length is actually 71 and 12/32. The width is actually 22 and 5/16. So, it's no small box. I mean, it holds a lot of stuff. And right now I don't have it to its potential loaded down, but I've already showed you guys these drawers. I'll show you again. I've got a lot of Harbor Freight, just knick-knack stuff that you'll use from time to time in here. That's basically a lifesaver. But that drawer's not, that much loaded down, because this stuff don't weigh a whole lot. But this next drawer, it is. I mean, I've got 10 snips in there and shears and all that kind of stuff, and these weigh a pretty good little bit, each one. But I showed you this one as well. These rigid pipe wrenches back here, those aren't aluminum. Those are the steel ones. I've just got them painted. I found them at a yard sale or online. I bought them from somebody, and they were all rusty, and I just took and cleaned them up, and I painted them with that aluminum paint. But yes, those are the steel ones. They are very heavy, along with all these channel locks. So, you know, I don't use these drawers every day. You know, I'm not a professional welder by no means. You know, it's not like something I do every day. So it's not, these toolboxes aren't getting put through like the rigors of being an everyday mechanic or anything. But for what I use them for, it's $1,000 well spent. Like I said, my brother was a Cornwell tool dealer, and he actually sold me this service cart. And yes, it's a great service cart, but to me, you can't tell me that the quality of this box and the quality of this box is any different. I mean, seriously, you know, I pointed out that, you know, I can't remember how much this box was. It was over $500, but you know, as soon as I brought it home, the Cornwell sticker started peeling off. It's never has fallen off, but you can see that, you know, for a high quality box, that, you know, it's not sticking very well. And as far as the drawers, these drawers, they're kind of tough. They got like a little, you know, latch system in there, but it's not really a latch. It's just, I don't know, it's got something in there where it don't pull out very easy, but once you get it pulled out, it pulls out nice. But I'll go ahead and tell you right now, it's not as smooth as the drawers on this US General toolbox. The bearings don't seem to be as smooth. You know, once you open that latch, watch, it opens right up. You seen I didn't jerk on that or pull that. But you go back over here to this Cornwell, and you know, yeah, I know it's got ratchets in it, but it's got like a catch in it. It don't open very easy. You see, it just stops. I mean, but anyways, that just gives you guys an idea that it's not always about how much it costs. Yeah, Cornwell makes a great toolbox, but you know, if I had to choose between this box here or that box there, I would definitely choose the US General. Truth be known, the Cornwell box is probably made in China the same as the US General box. You know, nowadays, what ain't made in China? You know, in fact, I just got through buying a Champion air compressor. I'll show you. I've showed you in my previous videos. And anyways, I was noticing on the side of the pump, it says designed and assembled in the USA. It don't say that it's made in the USA. It don't say the parts are made in the USA. It says designed and assembled in the USA. You know, they make you think that, oh, you're getting American made quality, but then when it arrives, you know, you see that sticker and then you read the fine print and it's like, oh, yeah, I just paid $3,000 for a compressor and it's not American made. So, folks, that's just the way it is. When I showed you in the last video the difference, like in the old Craftsman box. I know this thing's just loaded down. And I said in the last video, I've had this thing since I was a kid. This top box was actually my dad's top box. And then I later bought this one when I was a teenager, just to have something to set the top one on. But this has been a stout box. The drawer's still open on it, pretty good, you know. I mean it's pretty much loaded down. I've got just everything in here, you know. It's just slam packed full, screwdrivers, and it's not really that well organized, but you know, it's loaded down full of stuff. And it still seems to operate just fine. So I don't see that much quality difference between the U.S. General and the Craftsman or the Cornwell, to be honest with you. They all seem like they're pretty good. You know, and you know, the Craftsman box, you know, I like on these bottom drawers, yes, my dad's got the matching bottom to this top right here, and he loaded his down, and the drawers actually just fell out of it because it had so much weight in the bottom. But I think the key to these toolboxes is to not load them so full. My dad had a ton of stuff in there, and it just it overloaded the thing, and it just pulls apart. You know, I think these boxes should have a common sense label on them. Do not fill me all the way to the brim, because we're gonna break. But anyways, you'll find somebody out there who sees that 4,600 pound weight limit on these U.S. General boxes, and they'll try to put 4,600 pounds in them, and who knows? Guess what's going to happen? It might not break right then, might not break in a month, but 6 months, a year down the road, I guarantee you they're going to break. You know, you weight something down that heavy, it's going to break. But anyways, that's my review of the U.S. General 72-inch toolboxes. Go out and buy you one. Go out and buy you two. You're going to love them, I promise. They don't have 5-star ratings for no reason on the U.S. General website. These are really good toolboxes. You will not regret your purchase. You'll probably do just like I did. You'll save your money up for the first one. And, well, actually what I did was I went and bought the 56-inch bottom and top. And then I decided, I was like, you know, after I got it home, I was like, you know, this looks cool. I like the top and I like the bottom. But I'm like, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. So I was like, you know, that other 72-inch box looks better made to me. It just looks like it has heavier casters. It looks like it's going to hold more weight, you know, and it looks like it has more room. So, you know, I like that bigger box. So I went back and I bought the 72-inch. Well, I talked to the manager, and I was like, well, what kind of deal can you give me if I buy two? And he gave me a little bit of a discount. I can't remember right off what it was, but he cut me a little bit of a deal. And plus, you know, when I went to go get one, it was damaged, so I had to bring it back. And when I brought it back, he gave me a little bit better of a discount on it too, you know, because I pitched a fit because it was like 30 miles to where I had to drive to take it back and stuff. And they should have checked it out before, you know, they sold it to me. But anyways, long story short, I called him up and I was like, you know, I'll buy two if you'll cut me a deal. And so they did. And that's how I ended up with two. And I'm sure, you know, if you buy the first one, you'll end up getting another one. Maybe not this month or next month, but probably 6 months, a year down the road, you'll be like, man, I need another 72-inch box. And I'll be honest with you, as soon as they come out with the tops, I'm going to be looking really hard into saving my money to try to get two tops. But anyways, YouTube, that's my review on these. Go out and get you one. They're amazing. Bye.